The American Nightmare Cody Rhodes has brought back the Winged Eagle Championship, bringing it back for the first time in almost 30 years. He did so at Saturday night's main event when he defended his WWE Championship against Kevin Owens for the first time. A whole lot of action, a massive night for professional wrestling, a massive night for WWE and the fans watching at home. Saturday night's main event returned. What happened? What do we need to know? What does this mean for WWE moving forward? All that and much more coming up right here in this video. This is your full Saturday night's main event fallout. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. All right, let's dive right in. Talk about the main event first, because I know that's what everyone wants to talk about. Saturday night's main event was certainly a vibe, and the main event of SNME 2024 was indeed Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens. Rhodes coming out clad in the WWE Winged Eagle Championship. A trailer had debuted, or premiered, I should say, for this specific belt just a couple of days ago. Triple H gifting Cody something special for Saturday night's main event. Some people thought it was a sledgehammer. We all now know it was indeed this beautiful, beautiful World Championship design. It seems to be a one-night-only affair, but there couldn't have been a better night to bring this back. You had 14,000 something packed in the in whatever arena that is in Long Island. I'm forgetting the name. The Veterans Memorial Coliseum. There we go. The Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum. It's a late night, but you had 14,000 people absolutely going bonkers when Cody came out with that belt. Him and Kevin Owens had what I can only describe as a lot of hype going into this matchup. I think there was a lot of stock put into this as one of Cody's very few feuds that he has had that have really focused on him as the primary character. And it seems like they were set for a massive, big first match. And the vibe was big. Cody got a massive reaction. Owens got booed out of the building, as one can be expected to do when they are as big a heel as Owens. And the match was decent. In fact, it was really good. And it depends on how you want to grade this. If I'm looking at this from the perspective of someone who is watching like a PLE, I think that this was a fine match. If this is like for a TV match, though, a TV main event, I thought it was really good. And I think the way they told the story, too, of the match was interesting, because the story was, you know, Cody has been the white meat babyface. He has been doing everything right. And I think this is weirdly also kind of mirrors the story of like Cody, the guy in general. It's like he's doing everything right. And at a certain point, people are pushing him. People keep pushing him. Kevin Owens acts dirty, does all that stuff, and he keeps getting pushed into a corner. And what will it take for Cody Rhodes to realize that in order to retain his championship, in order to get ahead, in order to continue on this path, he needs to cheat a little bit. He needs to have an edge at least. And I think tonight we saw that edge come out as multiple ref bumps in this match, as Kevin Owens had Cody Rhodes pinned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got all the way up to like an 8 or 9 count there when Kevin Owens had Cody Rhodes pinned. Another ref comes down and they get bumped after Cody Rhodes misses a Cody cutter off the rope. And in the end, Cody Rhodes, with no referees in sight, Kevin Owens, he has him set up for a crossroads. He looks down. There's a steel chair that Owens had brought into the match. And Cody Rhodes hits Owens with a crossroads. And we get a very weird angle of Charles Robinson, who was the original referee in this match, who was knocked down. We get a very weird angle for him. He was on the outside of the ring, but Kevin Owens and Cody were actually like right close to the edge. And Charles Robinson basically like stands himself up onto the ring apron, counts the 1, 2, 3 from the outside, which I don't think I've seen that spot specifically in a professional wrestling match, let alone a main event for the World Championship. Overall thoughts, again, a fun match. And I think the obvious thing is they are setting this up to eventually lead into another rematch, because evidently, right after this went down, Kevin Owens went back into the ring after the show went off the air. We're seeing footage of this appearing just right now on social media. After the show went off the air, Kevin Owens took to the ring again, attacking Cody Rhodes, hitting him with a package pile driver, and he gets stretchered out of the arena. So looks like they are running back this match, whether it's at Raw on Netflix or potentially, probably most likely at the Royal Rumble in February. It seems like we are going to get Kevin Owens, Cody Rhodes one more time. Overall, though, I thought it was a good first match. Again, there were some weird things, like the ref stuff I thought was a little bit too hokey. Owens got screwed, and I know as a fan that's what you're supposed to feel, but at the end of the day, right, you're not supposed to really feel like the heel keeps getting screwed. Like Kevin Owens is like, this is one of the problems, right? Kevin Owens' reputation for the past couple of years in WWE is that he always gets screwed over in these big moments. Against Roman Reigns, multiple times he gets screwed over by the Bloodline. And now against Cody Rhodes, the white meat babyface, he gets screwed over again, twice in one match. You know, again, it's sending mixed signals, but I also think it keeps things interesting, right? We'll see. I need some time to process that, but of course, Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens was not the only thing on this card. There was a whole bunch of action tonight on Saturday night's main event. We also had the WWE Women's World Championship on the line. Io Sky versus Liv Morgan, two of the best young superstars WWE have right now. Two stars that are in their prime. Reigning world champion Liv Morgan defending her title. Good match overall. I thought that Io Sky, again, like she is someone that no matter what happens, in whatever spot you put her in, she will always fit in that main event picture. I think she has cemented herself as, and any time you need a main event feud for someone, you need a main event like this for a Saturday night's main event, Io Sky's like the perfect person to do that. In the end, Liv Morgan did end up picking the victory. Jesse the Body Ventura afterwards said something crazy about Dominic Mysterio, saying, Dominic Mysterio, he just surrounds himself with such great women. Like, how does he keep doing it? Shout out to Jesse for that one. But, of course, great woman won tonight in Liv Morgan. However, the story of the match was overshadowed completely by what happened afterwards. As Liv Morgan is celebrating in the ramp, we see Rhea Ripley make her return. And Rhea Ripley, all eyes on Liv. And we get this awesome, shot of Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley looking at each other, looking eye to eye with the World Championship in the background. And it looks like we're getting this match again. All right. I'm going to be honest here. I am not a fan. I'm not a fan of this. I don't like this. All right? I'll be super honest with you. No cap. It has nothing to do with the performers. It has nothing to do with, any of that. It's got everything to do with the storyline. The fact that we've seen this match now 3 times, right? And 2 of the 3 were not great, right? Bad Blood was really bad. Not great. I feel like this is emblematic of one of Triple H's biggest faults as a booker, that being that he tends to drag stories on for too long. This story has been going on for a while, and it's not that, it's something that, was not wrapped up cleanly, but they're going to come back to it. It feels like this has been a continuous thing that they have been beating the drum of throughout the entire year. And they have, this has been Liv Morgan's main feud now since basically WrestleMania. I mean, even Rhea Ripley wasn't even on TV, but she was talking about Rhea. She was talking about Dom. Like it was all that stuff, right? So, I don't know. I feel like it's gone on for too long. Hopefully at the Royal Rumble or hopefully January 6th, Raw on Netflix, they are able to wrap this up. But I do want to see both women move on from this. I don't even think the Dom stuff has lived up to its full potential. Like we've got no movement on that. There's no motion there. So anyway, moving on, the WWE Men's World Championship. By the way, we're going completely out of order because this is not the order of the card. It's what I'm playing now. We're going a little bit out of order just based off of what matches I could find pictures of. Anyway, we had Saturday night's main event, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Gunther defending against former champion Damian Priest and Finn Balor. Of course, we all know what happened. Gunther won. LOL. Finn Balor took the pin in this. They were, I don't think, going to have Damian Priest take the pin in this after losing the last couple of times to Gunther. But at the same time, I think this was all kind of a bit of a showcase for Gunther, but also a hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge to the idea that this Finn Balor and Damian Priest stuff is not going to end anytime soon. I could say the same thing about this Finn Balor, Damian Priest stuff that I have said about the Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley stuff. I will not. I will spare you that rant, and I will just talk about how awesome it was to see Gunther in a vibe that really embodies like his kind of aura and energy best. Like Saturday Night's Main Event is a bit of a throwback. By the way, completely off base, but the presentation of tonight's show was amazing, especially to start. Everything outside of Pat McAfee coming out in commentary and absolutely like shitting the bed, everything else was amazing. Like Jesse the Body Ventura is always a dub. Shout out to the governor. It was fantastic. I really felt like usually under Vince McMahon, right, when they would have like these like Raw throwback shows or whatever, or old school Raw or whatever, it always felt like it was kind of a parody of those days. This show felt like more of a tribute, right, to old school Saturday Night's Main Event. And I love that. I absolutely love that. We also had a new champion crowned. We had Mia Yim versus Chelsea Green for the WWE United States Championship, the Women's United States Championship. This would crown the first ever Women's United States Champion, is what I'm trying to say. And Chelsea Green came away with a victory. I thought it was going to be Mia. I'm not going to lie, but Chelsea Green comes away with the victory. She is crowned as the first ever Women's United States Champion in WWE. Shout out to her. She's worked very, very hard to get to where she is. And I think, this is probably like a real cool thing. And I saw a picture someone had posted on Twitter of like her winning the United States Championship, and then Zack Ryder, Matt Cardona, winning the United States Championship back in 2011 at TLC. And I was just like a really cool like side by side. So shout out to Chelsea Green. She's going to be the new champion. However, I do think that someone else is going to come back pretty soon and take that belt away from her. We will see. We'll see if they add a little bit of flair to that United States Championship division. The last match we're going to talk about here, we got the opener, actually. This match opened the show, and it opened the show hot. Sami Zayn, Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre's entire beef with Sami Zayn is that he went back to Roman Reigns. He went back to the bloodline. He aligned himself with the people that helped cost Drew McIntyre several WWE Championship opportunities, and he's pissed. And he is on a path to redemption. He's on a path of revenge. He's on a path to take out everyone. And one down tonight because Drew McIntyre hit one hell of a Claymore against Sami Zayn and picked up the victory. And as he was coming back, there's this now a video that's been released of the backstage area where McIntyre, as he's coming back, says, 1 down, 4 to go. We can only assume Sami Zayn down, Jimmy, Jay, Roman to go. So Drew McIntyre playing shades of gray, which is something I absolutely love in this part of the feud, because Drew McIntyre has every right to be pissed at Sami Zayn, Jimmy, and Jey Uso. He has every right to be pissed with them. These are the same guys that have helped take away opportunities from McIntyre and various others over the past couple of years. These are the same guys who represent Roman Reigns, someone who literally dominated WWE by force for the past couple of years. And this is the same group that in many ways helped cost him a world championship. I know it was Solo Sikoa who came out at Clash of the Castle. There were other opportunities as well. But he has every right to be mad at them because they went back to Roman. And, while Roman has said that he changed and he said that, it's about us now, is he really, right? Has he earned that trust back? Not with Drew McIntyre. And I think, using those years of frustration, right? It's like a dichotomy between this feud and the Kevin Owens feud that I really like. both Kevin and Drew are kind of motivated by a similar thing. It is their hatred of Roman Reigns and the bloodline that is fueling all of this. That is fueling their hatred of Sami Zayn, their hatred of Cody Rhodes. And I think using all of that stuff, all of the stuff, all of the bloodline shenanigans over the past couple of years, using it to build up stories now is something great. It is beautiful to see in WWE in 2024 because you wouldn't have seen it a couple of years ago. So shout out to that. Shout out to the changing lights. I don't know what's happening. But overall, I thought it was a very fun time. Fun vibe, fun aura. Wish I was there, kind of. I was not about to drop the amount of money it would have taken to go there, though. But was a very fun show. Overall, I'm not going to grade it on a PLE level because if I did, it would be unfair. As a TV special, a quarterly TV special, this was everything you could have asked for. It was a fun time. You had a new champion crowned. High stakes. Storylines continue. Watch Raw on Monday. It was a good show. It was a really good show. Excellent. I'll give it an A. Sure. I'll give it an A. Fantastic show, guys. Let me know what you guys thought of Saturday night's main event in the comment section below. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What matches were you most excited to see? Did they pan out? Let me know in the comments section. Also, be sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and if you've made it this far, a big thank you to you. Until next time, everyone, be happy, be healthy, and as always, keep it real.